Follow our rules. EU issues ultimatum to warn Angela Merkel over £8 billion deal with Putin. Angela Merkel has been handed an embarrassing blow after a German court said European Union rules apply to the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline. The project is not exempt from EU rules that require the owners of pipelines to be different from the suppliers of gas that flows in them to ensure fair competition, the court ruled. The Düsseldorf Higher Regional Court dismissed a bid by Russian-owned Gazprom to overturn the German network agency's decision to impose the Brussels measures. It means the Nord Stream 2 project, which pumps natural gas from Russia to Germany, could be fined by Eurocrats if it fails to copy with the EU regulations. However, the ruling does not have any impact on the construction of the project, which is expected to be completed this month. Technically, the EU rules don't prevent turning on the gas taps, but Gazprom would have to restructure Nord Stream 2 to bring it into compliance. Refinitiv gas analyst Xun Peng said, Russia's Gazprom will be forced to auction pipeline capacity, which could delay deliveries further. EU rules require firms that produce, transport and distribute gas within the bloc to be separate, known as unbundled. The regulations are designed to ensure fair competition and stop companies from obstructing competitors' access to infrastructure. This means the company transporting gas must auction its capacity to third parties. The operator of Nord Stream 2 argues that the rules, amended in 2019, were designed to bring the project to its knees. Many EU governments strongly oppose the pipeline, some of whom see it as a Russian state attempt to increase the bloc's reliance on Russian gas. Nord Stream 2 said the German court's decision highlighted the discriminatory effect of the EU's so-called gas directive. The Kremlin said the ruling was a cooperative issue, adding that the consortium should take care of it itself. Spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "We can only reiterate that the Nord Stream 2 is a purely commercial project aimed at significantly strengthening European energy security." The consortium behind the pipeline includes 5 Western oil and utility companies, Uniper, Wintershall, Royal Dutch Shell, OMV and Engie, who put up 50% of the funding. The £8 billion project, which has a transport capacity of 55 million cubic meters, has faced significant political opposition from Washington. Ukraine and Poland are also vehemently against Nord Stream 2 because they fear they will lose out on gas transportation business if the pipeline goes into operation. US President Joe Biden and German Chancellor Angela Merkel last month agreed on a deal to avert the threat of US sanctions targeting the pipeline and its operators. Russian President Vladimir Putin last week revealed there are less than 10 miles of pipeline left to be completed. Mrs. Merkel called on Moscow to extend a gas transit deal with Ukraine that expires in 2024 when the pair last met. The German Chancellor 2 days later will travel to Ukraine, he added. Talks are likely to focus on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline that will transport natural gas from Russia to Germany. It will be one of Mrs. Merkel's last foreign missions before she steps down from the top job in September. The Kremlin press service also confirmed the meeting. It said in a statement, the parties are expected to discuss the current state of and the prospects for cooperation in various fields, as well as a number of pressing international and regional issues. President Putin and Mrs. Merkel last held in-person talks in January 2020. Since her last trip to the Russian capital, the German Chancellor has held numerous discussions over the telephone with her counterpart. Their last discussion took place last month. A video conference involving Mr. Putin, Mrs. Merkel and French President Emmanuel Macron was held in March. Mrs. Merkel is currently serving out her 4th term as Chancellor. She will step down at the end of it after almost 16 years in charge. The September 26 federal election will decide who succeeds her in the role. The issue of Nord Stream 2 has been one of the most contentious of Mrs. Merkel's reign. The gas pipeline is hugely controversial, with its critics claiming Moscow could use it as leverage over Ukraine. Moscow